Zhenya, and this is Zhenya's kitchen. Today we've got 2 apples, peach, and cranberries, dry cranberries. And you're probably gonna say, what are you making now? Well, I'm making Russian drink called Kompot. We're gonna take all this fruit and we're gonna go to the stove and we're gonna boil it. And remember, it's called Kompot. So I'm gonna start with a pot of water, and it's gonna have 2/3 of water in it. Not yet, because I'm still filtering more water through Brita. But when I'm ready to put it on the high heat and I'm ready to close the lid, it's gonna have 2/3 full of water. So anyway, the apples. I have Granny Smiths, I have Golden Delicious. Ideally I have 2 Granny Smiths, but not today. So, and I already washed them, no worries. So I'm gonna cut it in half. Cut in the quarters, get the middle out, and then just slice it, no matter how many times. And leave the skin on, don't worry about it. As long as you washed it, you're good to go. So there we go. You can also make this drink. Did I tell you it was a drink? It's a drink. You can also make this drink out of all dry fruit and any fresh fruit. Every time I make it, I use apples and cranberries as a base because that always guarantees a good flavor, and also additional fruits are just extra fun. The only thing I have not had much success was blackberries. I don't know why. So 1 apple in. Now the peach. So a lot of people do it this way, the way the seed goes. A lot of times it causes you to open the seed in half and you have to deal with it. So I actually go the other middle, cut in half, split it open, get the seed out, then just chop it in a few pieces. So this fruit, after it's boiled, my grandpa used to eat it. He loved it. My husband eats it sometimes. You can actually take all of it, throw it in a blender and make an applesauce. Or you can just toss it. It's up to you. Or you can keep the fruit in the drink, which I don't usually do, and just have it in every cup, like sangria. Okay, I'm almost done with our Golden Delicious apple. It's a little smaller. There we go. Okay, all the apple in. Now I have dry cranberries. It's 5 ounces. I'm going to use a little bit more than a half of a bag. And I'm going to totally eyeball it. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get water and get a little bit more water in it. And then I'm going to put it on high heat and close the lid. So I'm going to come back to you when it actually comes to boil. So, by the way, if you want something to boil quicker, put a lid on it. So put a lid on it and it boiled in a few minutes. Whoa, look at that steam. Whew. So it probably boiled at this point by a minute or so. And this is all you need. I just turned off the heat and I'm just gonna let it sit on the stove and just let it finish its own simmering, cooking, and the fruit will infuse the water. That's it. That's all you need. Now we're gonna cool it off and then we're ready to drink it. I'm telling you, was so easy. If you use more of the dry fruit, probably boil it for 5 more minutes, but that's all this needs. The fruit's gonna be soft and delicious. The drink's gonna be infused with all the delicious flavors. And have you noticed I did not put any sugar in it? Dry cranberries or any other dry fruit, at least in America, has a lot of sugar added to it. So this will be plenty sweet, believe me. Plus the peach I bought is pretty good. So that's it. I'm gonna let it sit and cool off, and then I'll come back to you when you strain it and drink it. So a couple hours have passed and Kompot is cooled off. So I have my pitcher and I have my regular strainer. I'm actually gonna ask Eric to help me with this because the strainer has to be on it and it's gonna move unless he holds it. So he's gonna have to hold it in one position. Hopefully you guys can still see this. hold it very carefully. Now I'm gonna pour it in. Very carefully. Yep. There it goes. The deliciousness. Okay, the fruit's gonna come down now. It's gonna feel like a plop. Ta-da! Alright, so time for the taste test. It's still a little warm. Usually I just put it in the fridge, but I'm not gonna wait. We're just gonna taste it. So I'm gonna just put some ice cubes in here. Because you wanna drink Kompot cold, for the most part. My Russian grandpa actually liked it warm, and he liked all the fruit in it. As he drink it, he would eat the fruit. So I'm gonna add a little Kompot to it. Melt a little ice so it's cool. Taste test. Oh my. This is so yummy. This is sweet. I can taste the peach for the most part. This is what it's like. It's this big punch of a flavor of a peach, and you have a little bit of a flavor of an apple, and cranberries is what's gonna give you flavor. Somehow dry cranberries don't have a lot of flavor on their own, but it's like natural sugar to me, I guess. Or maybe it's fake sugar. I don't think about it. I just put cranberries in it. This is just delicious. This is a great drink if you have children. This is refreshing in the morning. This is a great alternative to juice. You can control how much sugar's in it. If you want, you can put actual sugar in it. I would say be very careful. Taste it first. You don't want to make it too sweet. I mean, we're saying that the ice cubes are melting and this is so really still sweet. The sweeter the fruit you pick, the better the flavor. The more of a seasoned fruit you pick, like we picked peaches today because peaches are right at the end, but we still caught them on time. The more peachy, goods, freshness you get. Winter Kompot, you can put just dry fruit, you can put anything you want. Boil the fruit, strain it, give it to your children, give it to your family. I'm Zhenya, this is Zhenya's Kitchen, and this is my take on Kompot.